Hello and welcome, one and all. We're here at the Sawai Man Singh Stadium. You join us for this 2020 match between the Rajasthan Royals and the Chennai Super Kings. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and with me in commentary today is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
Looking forward to this one. It should be a cracking game.
Thanks, Ali. It's time now for the toss. Let's join the pitch side to see who'll be donning the pads first.
In the modern game, most captains opt to bat first, but just every now and again you see a pitch like this where the bowlers can do plenty of damage. Bowling first could well be a good option.
So here we go, the players make their way out to a seismic crowd. They've waited all day for this match and they're ready for some world-class batting and bowling. The pitch today, that looks good. A bit of grass on top, so they'll get their wish, I think. We're nicely settled in the commentary box and looking forward to this match getting underway. The first ball about to be bowled. Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. End of the over, 4 off it. The Super Kings are 4 for none.
End of the first, not many runs off it. A good start by the bowlers.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the Garganash Temple end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Power and precision in that shot.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it got what it deserved.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Massive edge, misses everyone, and that's racing away. Gaikwad has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Goes over the top with that shot. 14 runs out of there. The Super Kings are 18 for none.
They're off to a great start. Batters timing the ball well, and the bowlers look a little bit rattled.
Hasaranga coming into the attack from the Van Vahar colony end. Swept away, but finds the fielder. Straight to the fielder. Couldn't get it through the field. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Was quick onto that in the infield. End of the over, 3 off it. The Super Kings are 21 for none. Tikshana, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the Garganash Temple end.
Gaikwad watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Perfectly timed.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Doesn't beat the infield. Out, straight to deep long on. Didn't have to move at all for that one. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. A tidy over and the first wicket to show for it. Nothing less than deserved.
Would have expected a bit more aggression that over. The run rate hasn't really gone up. Need to capitalise on their time at the crease now.
Deshpande into the attack now from the Van Vahar colony end. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Smacks that away through the gap.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Misses everything. Great shot, he's pulled that one away, 4 more.
Well, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Can't get that outside the ring field. End of the over, 13 coming from it. The Super Kings, 39 for 1. Tikshana from the Garganash Temple end. Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position, and I do not think anyone's going to stop that.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Onto that early, that could be 4.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Wow, that's missed a lot. Nearly gets the edge. Tikshana with a great delivery there. Oh, nicely done. That's gone fine. May well be 4.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot. Might look to go big again here.
Square cut, finds point, no run. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Good running, they should come back for 2. Oh my, that's racing away. That's the over. The Super Kings, 60 for 1.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Great commitment. Big edge. Over, the Super Kings are 65 for 1. Going with pace now. Nicked it. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Finds the fielder with that shot. Perfectly timed.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played. 4 runs all the way.
Nice shot, but straight to gully. Oh, that's got to hurt. Misjudged that one. Six runs added in that over. The Super Kings are 71 for 1. Hasaranga, the spinner, coming into the attack. Straight through them. That was a lesson in leg spin bowling.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. Those runs were really starting to flow.
Before that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4. End of the over, 7 off it. The Super Kings are 78 for 2. Archer from the Van Vaar colony end. No, no, no. Terrible shot.
A lovely delivery. Got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. The end of a very tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be that easy out there at the moment. Good pressure being exerted. Swept away but finds the fielder. Bowling fielders look really confident.
Well, at the end of an entertaining performance with the bat, certainly a good wicket to get, the runs were really starting to flow.
That's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. It's a nice sweep shot, but finds the fielder at square leg. Three added in that over. The Super Kings are 86 for 3. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the Van Vahar colony end. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Square cut, finds point, no run. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. The Super Kings weren't given much of an opportunity there. A very tidy over. Hasaranga from the Garganash Temple. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. What a shot. He hit that one hard, no need to run.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. How will the bowler respond?
11 runs out of there. The Super Kings, 103 for 3. Deshpande back into the attack. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Dubé waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around may stop it before the boundary.
Too wide, it was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Big edge. End of the over. 8 off it. The Super Kings are 111 for 3. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Can't get that outside the ring field. Drilled that one away.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Pulled away and into the gap. Could be 4 more.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. How will he reply?
Great shot. Pulled straight to backward square leg though. Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
123 for 3.
Deshpande from the Van Vahar colony end. Pulled away, but straight to square leg.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes though, just got to accept it and move on. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide, square leg. Could be 4. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Garganash temple end. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Onto that early, that could be 4.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing, out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Over, the Super Kings are 141 for 3.
141 for 3.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the Van Vahar colony end. Thick edge.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Huge edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. 8 runs added in that over. The Super Kings are 149 for 3. Sharma to bowl the last over. Big edge. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide of square leg. Could be 4.
And that brings up the batter's half set.
A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again.
Finds the fielder with that shot. The bowler looks really confident.
A fluent innings undone by a decent delivery. A good wicket to get at a good time.
153 for 4.
And that's the end of the innings. Super King have set a target of... The openers are coming out. It's a very gettable total. They just need to get off to a good start and not give anything silly away. It's the silly stuff that could give the bowlers a sniff in this match.
Pathirana coming in.
Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Gone, knocked them over, just too much pace there.
What a crucial breakthrough this is. Excellent bowling to get one of the key wickets cheaply.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Square cut, finds point, no run. 2 runs coming from that over. The Royals are 2 for 1. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Garganash Temple end. Thick edge. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Rana waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs. How will the bowler respond?
Smacks that away through the gap. Good fielding out in the boundary. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. End of the over, 10 off it. The Royals, 12 for 1. Pathirana from the Van Vahar colony end. Out. Good catch, close to the ground. Wow, what a catch. Absolute screamer. Diving away to the side and keeping his balance as well.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Doesn't beat the infield. Top edge and just over the keeper. Would have been a little bit late reacting, but the ball runs away to the rope. I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Brilliant diving stop.
A little bit of wobble on that ball, as it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
Misses everything. Goes over the top with that shot. 9 runs added there. The Royals are 21 for 2.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Square cut, finds point, no run. That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Couldn't get it through the field. Was quick onto that in the infield. End of the over, none from it. It's not easy to bat on this pitch by the looks of it, so they have to keep their heads. No, 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 terrible shot.
Well, dealt with that beautifully. Saw the short one and got out of the way. No more of those in this over. Singh Rathar watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Perfectly timed.
Showed good composure to wait on that slower ball and find room to get the 4 runs. Just a fantastic shot. How will he reply?
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Power and precision in that shot.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. End of the over, 10 off it. The Royals are 31 for 2. Ahmed from the Garganash Temple end.
Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
Edged it. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. No point chasing that one. It is racing to the boundary.
You can't bowl that wide to someone of this skill. That's just a simple square cut through to the boundary for 4.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. And out, deep fine. Had to run around a bit and they've got to the drop of the ball and taken a great catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and they've taken a good catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary. Cuts that off well in the infield. With the completion of that over, we see the fielding restrictions finish.
40 for 3.
The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the Van Vahar colony end. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Outrageous catch. What a wicket to get. Simple as you like, the batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It really looked like it'd be moving on to a big, big score, but not to be.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Finds the fielder with that shot. Massive outside edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward and dispatches it to the boundary.
Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. End of the over, 5 off it. The Royals are 45 for 4.
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely.
Ahmed from the Garganash Temple end. Straight to the fielder.
A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Gaikwad, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Got that away nicely.
Durrell watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
That's the over. The Royals are 54 for 4.
54 for 4.
Extra cover with a fantastic catch. The batter is kicking himself. And out. Oh, how did he get to that one?
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Nice shot, straight to gully. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Over, the Royals are 57 for 5.
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Swept away but finds the fielder. Gone. Great reflexes. Simple as you like, the batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
Really getting to the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Doesn't beat the infield. Can't get that outside the ring field. Ashwin has kept the pressure on in this over. Just needs to maintain the momentum going forwards. Curran from the Van Vahar colony end. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Beats the field with a great shot.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. 7 runs added there. The Royals are 67 for 6. Wide of extra cover and away goes the ball to the boundary.
Sometimes you've just got to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, 4 runs.
Couldn't get it through the field. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. No, terrible shot. Massive outside edge. 5 runs added there. The Royals are 72 for 6. Jadeja, the left armour, is coming into the attack from the Van Vahar colony end. Was quick onto that in the infield. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. That's fine work by these two, putting the pressure back onto the fielders. Four runs added in that over. The Royals are 76 for 6. Dubé, the pace bowler, coming into the attack. is a big one, and Maximum, away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Hasaranga waited on that and guides it down the third. Fielder coming around may stop it before the boundary.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Thick edge. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance. Have to head back to the pavilion.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Deshpande taking guard. Has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Finds the fielder with that shot. Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
Middle overs haven't been kind. They've been bogged down and required rates has climbed.
Jadeja from the Van Vahar colony end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Swept away, but finds the fielder. Cut away and through the gap. Lovely shot. Might be four.
You just can't bowl that wide to someone of this skill. That's just a simple square cut through to the boundary. 4 runs.
Five runs added in the over. The Royals are 94 for 7. The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Drive straight down the ground, mid-on will collect that one though. Cuts that off well in the infield. Hasaranga, stand and deliver. Holds the pose as the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Edged. End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. The Royals are 102 for 7.
Runs have been at a premium this middle portion of the match.
Straight to the field. Chance, gone. You're kidding. Keeper with the fast hands.
The 8th wicket to fall. The opening batters out there in the field will probably be starting to prepare themselves for their own innings.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Too good. That is huge.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous. Might look to go big again here.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. 10 runs added in that over. The Royals, 112 for 8.
Middle overs haven't been kind. They've been bogged down and the required rate has climbed.
Dubé from the Garganash Temple end. Great commitment. Massive outside edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Edged it. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Huge edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Big edge. End of the over. 2 runs added to the total. The Royals, 113 for 8. Thick edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Misses everything. Nice shot, just a flick off the pads.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away. Nicely fielded out deep on the boundary.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Doesn't beat the infield. With the completion of that fine over, the batters are going to have to take some risks from here on in.
Can't afford too many dot balls at this stage. Need to find a way to ramp up the run rate.
1 over left in the innings. Patirana to bowl it. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought.
Have to go for it now. They really need a boundary, this ball.
Good pick up, big chance. Could that be out? Looks like it. Oh, great running.
That's number 9 down. The bowling's been good so far. The 10th shouldn't be too long in coming, you'd think.
A new batter always likes to field bat on balls. They bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Oh yes, holds onto that under huge pressure. They've done it.
That's it, they're all out. Amazing bowling display. Felt the victory was only a matter of time, and so it's proved. Just a brilliant win.
That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you enjoyed the match and join us again real soon.